Hi, Pat the Podcast Editor here. Are you fed up with endless back and forth conversations with clients, going around in circles and not really getting anywhere? Well, today, we're jumping all the way back to episode 44, and Dan and Lloyd share some valuable tips on effective communication in the business world. Let's get stuck in.
You know when you're going back and forth with emails and you're like, you basically want to set up a call or a meeting or a thing rather than going, can you let me know some of the times you're available? Back and forth. You basically email them saying, are you available Tuesday at 6? I literally use that every single day now, and it cuts communication.
I think
the back and forth.
It might have been from the 4-hour work week, actually. Potentially. I think it's so long since I read it, but it's similar to that. So it's something like, to stop any extra steps, it's like, I can do Tuesday at 6, and then you can do something like, if that's not an option, Wednesday at 4 or Thursday at 3 would be doable. Tell me which one.
Yeah.
So either they just say yeah and it's done, or they already have your other options. Because I remember when I first started in business, you'd be like, oh, are you available for a meeting? And they come back, yeah, sure. Can do most time next week. What's good for you? Then you go, yeah, I've got Tuesday and Wednesday pretty free. And they come back and go, oh, yeah, Wednesday afternoon could be good for me. And you go, how about 2? And they go, nah, can't do 2. Can do 1 or 4. And you come back, oh, 1 could be good. And then you're like, I've sent 14 emails.
Just say when you want to do it.
Yeah. And I think in a lot of businesses, I reckon if we went into those businesses, we'd straight away go, this is so inefficient. Things like that. Because people, and it's sometimes people are quite proud of it because they seem busy. Go, 623 emails. Got better deal with that. And you're like,
that's not good.
But you're just being hugely inefficient with your communication.
I think something else that really affects communication as well is emotion. And I think we spoke about this before on the podcast, but the chimp paradox book, where it talks about your inner chimp, when you're reacting to something with emotion rather than logic. And another little tip that we always do now, I think you do as well, is I always try and try and not respond to something when there's emotion involved straight away. Like if someone sends a shitty email or comment or says something, rather than replying, I'll sit on it and not say anything until because then your emotion is eventually
the emotional feeling of like,
the logic comes in.
He's been an idiot. I'm gonna tell him you're an idiot for saying that, and then the next day you just don't care about it. And you think that was a bit annoying. He spoke to me like that, but I'll come back and just with a good response that makes sense, that doesn't have the emotion.
I think something else we've got good at between our communication as well is, I feel like we have way less shitty communication, like little remarks and stuff like that. I don't know what we've done to improve that.
You just stop being such a twat, really.
Yeah. But we've done something. I think something we did actually that had a really big impact was us properly defining our roles and responsibilities. Remember when we both just used to do everything, and then it was like, I'm head of sales and marketing, you're CEO.
That's definitely because
then it's clear like your responsibility is this.
Both of us were trying to grow this business without clearly defining what we were both responsible for.
So there's
so many things. This hasn't got done, and I'm going, why haven't you done that? And you're like, why haven't you done that?
So there you have it. Your key to precise and effective communication to assert your authority and excel in the wide world of business. To hear the full episode, jump back to Business Anchors podcast number 44, and we'll see you next week for another Knowlton Nugget.